Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about one of the most important principles in Think and Grow Rich and the book Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. And that is the principle of autosuggestion. And of course, there's a couple of tools that we use with autosuggestion. But first, let's understand that autosuggestion is a principle with which you apply all the other principles in Think and Grow Rich. And one of the things that Napoleon Hill says is that in order to become successful, we must use persistence. And it's everlasting persistence in the use of autosuggestion that's going to help you achieve your goals. Why? Why does autosuggestion work? Well, the reason autosuggestion works is very simple. Because there's only two known methods of changing a belief or an attitude. And the first one, of course, is emotional impact. So something like a divorce that's very painful, very emotional, may cause you to make some decisions in life. Death, near-death experience, that'll definitely do it. I mean, I know for me, it made me make some major changes in my life when I almost died in 2012. And so the second way is not as traumatic, it's not as painful, and it certainly isn't life-threatening, which is autosuggestion or spaced repetition, because advertisers use this all the time. They basically will show you a product on a television ad now and then later on and later on. So, you know, it's one of the reasons why we think that Tide is a detergent, that Crest is a toothpaste, and that Mustang is a car, when we know clearly that those are not. But they've changed our association to those words, so now we associate Mustang to a car, Tide to detergent, and Crest to toothpaste. And some of us, you know, can even remember jingles. I remember for me, when I was growing up, or I forget at what point, but at some point I heard, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. And that's truly what I want to be, because if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me. Now that's a damn hot dog, so I don't know why I want to be a hot dog and have people eating me, but that was the jingle, and to this day it sticks in my mind. Many of us remember the Pledge of Allegiance, the times table. These are all things that have become part of us through autosuggestion. So autosuggestion can not only make us remember things or change our association to things, but it can also change our attitudes and consequently our behavior, which then changes our results, which then leads to the success we want in life. So one of the tools that we talk about is the tool of having a definite main purpose statement. Okay, that was one of the tools that Napoleon Hill talked about. And many people think they know the secret in Think and Grow Rich, but I'm going to blow it all through so that you all get it. The secret in Think and Grow Rich is in many of the different chapters, but it's spelled out completely in the chapter on desire, faith, autosuggestion, persistence, mastermind, and subconscious mind. And what Napoleon Hill said is that in order to achieve your goals in life, there are 6 steps. And those 6 steps are essentially 1, determine exactly what you want. 2, put a deadline on it. 3, determine what you're going to give in return for it, because there's no such thing as something for nothing. 4, write it down in a statement. And today we want to write it in the present tense, not in the future tense. But write it down, sign it, and then read it out loud every day, first thing in the morning and last thing at night. I always recommend that you read it out loud a minimum of 5 times. That's 5 fingers. Okay? Read it out loud 5 times, and then each time that you do it, you want to memorize the statement so that you can close your eyes and do it, and then visualize yourself already in possession of the money or in possession of the goal that you want. Because this is not just for creating money, but it's also for creating anything that you want in life, such as having a car, a college education, buying a home, whatever it is that you want in life, you can use this process for. And so those are so that's creating a definite main purpose statement. Now, one of the guys later on, by the name of Earl Nightingale, told us that what we need to do is take the thing that we want the most in life and write it down on a card and read it every day. Carry it in our pocket, carry it in our purse or our wallet, and read it as many times as possible during the day. What does this do? This basically saturates our mind with the ideas of what we want. And you know, this is the stick man figure, and this is your conscious mind, and this is your subconscious. So every time that you say it out loud, what you're doing is you're going through the conscious mind, which initially is going to refuse to accept what you say, because every time that we're exposed to a new idea, we basically reject it. And so it's through repetition that we begin to essentially accept the new idea, but it must be repeated over and over again. And when it does, then it passes from our conscious mind to our subconscious. Everything that we do is based on habit. Motivation is about getting yourself all revved up, but think about it. When you get in your car to drive, you don't have to pump yourself up to drive. You just get in the car and drive. It's a habit. And so once we've done enough repetition, it becomes part of our subconscious mind, and then it becomes a new habit of thought. The problem that you all have right now, including myself, is that we currently have habits of thought that are not helping us in achieving our goals. And so we need to change those habits of thought. And the only tool that we can use is autosuggestion. And so what you do is you carry a goal card with you. Now I have a goal card, and as part of this video I'm going to show you how to create one of these. And essentially what I took is I took one of those name tag lanyards, and I typed up my goal card, and then I put it in here. And so I carry it with me, and during the course of the day I feel it in my pocket. I'll take it out and read it. I have a copy printed out. I made 6 copies. I put one by my bedside. I put one on my bedroom mirror. I put one on my bathroom mirror. I have one on my refrigerator. I have one on my computer screen. I have one on my microwave. Pretty much anywhere I walk around the house, I create a goal card. Now I don't recommend, well, I recommend that you set annual goals, but I also feel that for me, what's been super successful is to create a 12-month goal, okay, a 90-day goal, and putting it on my goal card, because the shorter the range of the goal, the more motivational power it has. You know, what are the most exciting plays in any football game, basketball or baseball game? The last few minutes, the 2-minute warning. That's when the games are usually won or lost, and the teams really play full out. And they're the most exciting plays, and so it's the same thing. So by having a deadline on here, it creates it for you. And I'll give you an outline of what it is. So I'd like you all to really take this seriously and start using the tools of autosuggestion. I'm going to be creating another video on creating a definite main purpose statement. It's important that you know it. My goal, for example, is by my birthday, February 20th, 2018, I, Bert Superman Hernandez, am so happy and grateful now that I am receiving over $100,000 in monthly residual income from my global enterprise businesses. That's my goal, okay? That's my 1-year goal. And so my 12-month goal is a version of that. And so every day I read my goal out loud. I do my definite main purpose statement 5 times, and I try to read my goal card 25 times, because this is a shorter version, and I try to put it in my environment while I see it. Now, Bob Proctor said, and of course he was quoting Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill said, if you write down a lie on a card or a piece of paper, and you read it out loud every day, or read it every day, eventually that lie becomes the truth. And that's what this is. We're going to basically convince our subconscious mind that this goal has already happened. And so it's going to give us back feelings of belief and feelings of confidence. And what is confidence after all? But it's really belief in yourself. And so I want you to really focus on this concept of the goal card. It's very powerful, and carry it with you. And the format is very simple. By September 10th, 2017, I am so happy and grateful now that I am receiving, and then you put the income. Don't use the word earn. Don't use got paid, but receiving. And that's a story I'll tell you some other time. Have a great day, everybody.